Alright, today I'm going to show you how to create an access hole to your fuel tank. A lot of cars don't have access to the fuel pump. Normally you have to take the tank down and then you'll have access to the fuel pump. But in this case, I'm showing you different. I know some people aren't going to like it, but hey, here we go. Let's handle it. On this car, we don't have an access hole. Usually there's an access hole for the fuel pump, so you can take the fuel pump out of the tank. But this car doesn't have one. So I'm going to make an access hole. All right? Yeah, it sounds crazy. I know some of you guys might not like it, but bear with me, man. I'm going to do it right and everything will be all good. All right? So just hang in there and bear with me. I'm going to show you how to do this. I usually change the fuel pumps like this. I usually pull down the tanks. But this one, I'm going to cut a hole right in the center right there, right where the fuel pump is. It's going to take it right out like that. All right? So let's do this. Okay, first of all, this is what I did. It already had 2 holes. Okay? In order to find out what side the fuel tank was, the fuel pump was at, I put down the mirror. Okay? Put it down like that. It looked all around like that. Okay? I made up my mind where I want to do the cut, and I'll be right back. Okay? So what I did is I put the deal like that, the mirror like that, shot the flashlight down there like this on the mirror, and that way I can see which side the fuel pump is on. See that right there? That right there, the little gold part is the fuel pump. Okay, so now what's the next step? Now I want to mark things. I want to mark this deal. Alright? But first, I'm going to look at the tank, the fuel pump deal there. It's about 4 inches, plus or minus, in diameter. And it's right around here. Okay? So what I'm going to do, go 4 right there. 4 right about there. There's the deal right there. Alright? But I need more access than that. So I'm gonna cut a bigger hole like this, okay? The hole is gonna be something like that. Alright? So this is what we're cutting right here. I know some of you guys ain't gonna like this, but you don't have to, but this is the way I'm gonna do it. Alright, usually I take them down from the usually I take the tank down, but in this case I don't want to. It's too much work. I'm gonna do it like this. It's much faster. Alright? If you don't like it, you don't like it, man. You don't have to like it. But I'm just showing you how the other method for getting the fuel pump out without taking the tank down, which takes quite a while. For those of you who know about fuel tanks, it takes a while. And I'm not going through all that. Next, you want to get his saws off. Get a metal blade. This is wood with the big teeth. These are metal right here. Okay, this is a DeWalt. Doesn't matter. Just get the best, sharpest one. Okay? So I'm gonna put this in. But before I cut, let me check one more time with the mirror. That way I don't hit any wires or hoses. Okay, I think we're good to go. Oh, we are. Okay, so now hit it like this. Switch this around like that. Make sure that's in. Start cutting. Just like that. this way. Okay, next, I'm gonna start another hole here. Just like that. What's that for? That's for this. Okay? Now, see that, how that's bent? Like this. Tap it. Get it a little straighter. Alright. You're not going to get it perfectly straight, but get it as straight as you can. Alright? Okay, now. Don't go too deep in there because there's hoses down there. Remember that. This line here. Start another hole here. Going this way. Barely get it started. Let this back up. Actually, up. There's your access hole. Yeah, up there. There's your access hole right there. Your fuel pump. It says you need to take your fuel tank off. It's all right here. Okay? Now, no lines cut. It's all good right there. You got an inlet and outlet. I don't know which one's which. Let's see. That right there is how you gain access to your fuel pump. Simple. But make sure, man, check this out. Make sure when you're cutting, you don't go too deep. See? If you notice, I was resting my hand on the body and just barely coming down like that across. Okay? Do the same thing all the way around. I was going to clip this off, but I'm not even going to clip it off. I'm going to put it back down later and then apply some silicone and stuff around the edge so it can be sealed up. Yeah, I know it's a little hoodish, man. It's a little ghetto, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Look how fast that was. How long would it have taken to take the tank off? Yeah, too long. Alright, there you have it. That's how you make access to your fuel pump. And the book says, take down the tank. We just defied that rule. Made our own rule, man. That's how it is. That's what it is, man. Anyways, that's how you provide access to your fuel tank so that you can take off the fuel pump. Simple as that. So when I'm done, I'm going to shut this right down. I'm going to bang everything back straight. Well, it's not going to be factory, of course. Bang everything back down straight, and then shut them down, apply some silicone around it, done deal. Anyway, that's how you gain access to your fuel pump. All right, first, make a hole. First, make a tiny access hole. Second, put the mirror in there so you know the size and diameter of what you need to cut out. Cut a little bigger than that diameter, all right? Just like we did here with the square. First we found out what the diameter was. I said it was 4 something. It's actually 5 inches. But anyways, some change. That's how you create access to your fuel pump when the book says you have to take down the tank. You don't have to take down the tank in most cases. You can just create an access hole just like this. Took me about 10 minutes to find out how big it was, to mark it, and to cut the bad boy. Say 10, 12 minutes, around there. 10, 12 minutes versus hour, 2 hours of pulling the tank down, maybe more. Go figure, man. There you have it right there. Fuel pump access. Now let's pull this fuel pump out. Okay. This is the fuel pump right here. Just the float assembly here. Make sure you don't damage that and that. Because we're going to use the same float assembly. There should be a sock in here, which is a filter sock-like type of filter. Pull this like this. The sock isn't even on there. Came off. So it's stuck down there somewhere. This thing is done. What's going on right now is that the car will start as soon as I press the accelerator. It shuts right off. I already diagnosed all my sensors and everything. I have no codes at all. This is the culprit right here. Definitely. So let's get a new, I'm gonna get a new fuel pump, and we'll go from there, right? Okay, now when you change a fuel pump, you just take this off, take that whole pump off, take this connector off, and that's that. This sending unit stays. Yeah, this float unit stays. So what happens here is that this goes like that, it's positioned like that. So when you fill your tank up, this floating device will let you know exactly how much fuel you have. I can see the sock right there. Okay. What's the sock? The sock is there's a little filter that goes on the end of this bad boy. Sock is just done. Look at that. This is a piece of it. Okay, there we have it. That's how you gain access to your fuel pump without taking the tank down. Much faster, man. It took me like less than 15 minutes to cut this out. And then it took me only like 5 minutes to take this off. A little less than that. But that's how you take the fuel pump out of your tank when you don't want to drop your tank. The book says you have to drop the tank in this car, but I say otherwise. But you know, that's just what I do, man. If I don't agree with something, I'll challenge it. So it's up to you, man, if you want to do this or not. But I know some of you're not gonna like this. but that's just what I do, man. You don't have to do it. It is dangerous, man. Do not smoke around this stuff at all. No sparks. And just be very careful if you do this. Take on a challenge, man, if you want. And do it. Have faith in your work, though. When you do it, be very careful with this, though, okay? This isn't like the cylinder head or any other thing. This is gas, highly explosive. It smells really strong right now in here. But be careful. Definitely don't smoke around this stuff. No sparks at all. So that's how you change a fuel pump in a car without taking the tank down. Okay? We got a bad pump here, and I'm gonna change it. I'm just gonna put it all back together. I'm not even gonna record a video. I'll just let you know how it runs when I'm done. I'm not gonna finish because I just want to get this over with and close this tank up. All right. Well, that's what you do, man. You get out there. Don't forget, man. Put Christ in your life, man. Put Him first. Put God in your life, and know this, man. With God, all things are possible. So get out there and smash on it, man. Handle it with no fear. In Jesus' name, go get it.